What up, YouTube? This is Xavier Professor X back with another top list for the summer. Yes, this is my top 12 favorite summer fragrances for men, and I was trying to narrow this down to 10 fragrances, but it was very hard. I'm going to start things off with my 5 honorable mentions. You'll know these first two, they're staples in the game: Nautica Voyage and VERSACE Men Fresh. You all know what these are in the fragrance game, no further introduction. Next set of fragrances are discontinued as honorable mentions. Next one is Design for Men by PS or Paul Sebastian. Very great scent, very clean, slightly peppery, a little fruity. Great scent to wear along with Nautica Island Voyage if you don't want to wear a fragrance that's overly loud and projecting and it's extremely hot outside. So definitely highly recommended. What you get from Nautica Island Voyage is a fruitier, less salty take on the original Nautica Voyage. Unfortunately, the performance isn't great, but still the scent is very pleasant, and you can always reapply. Nautica Island Voyage. Last one is Black Excess Laissez by Paco Rabanne. The dessert strawberry with a fresher, slightly synthetic pineapple. Definitely a very good fragrance, and definitely one you should try to search online and see if you can find a good deal, because I heard that this might have been discontinued. So Black Excess Laissez, a final honorable mention. Okay, let's go into the list. My number 12 fragrance comes from the House of Gucci. It's a fragrance that's so elegant yet undeniably pleasant, but yet the performance on this is absolute garbage. I get 4 hours tops. I'm talking about Gucci by Gucci or Gucci pour Homme. What you get is a scent that is, like I said, is so elegant, undeniably pleasant, and a fragrance that anybody of any age can wear. Whether you're in high school, you're at my age at 32, or you're at 50 or 50 years old and up. Definitely a great scent to pick up, especially for a designer. Gucci pour Homme at number 12. My number 11 fragrance comes from the house of It comes from the house of Giorgio Armani. It is a fragrance that I have put off for a long time, but decided to pull the trigger and finally got a bottle. I'm talking about Acqua di Gio Profumo. This is one of those scents that just puts a smile on my face and makes me feel good. You get is the DNA of the original Acqua di Gio mixed with some incense and some patchouli. Definitely gives us a more grown-up and more adult take on Acqua di Gio. Definitely recommended over the original. I know it's a little bit pricey, but still, this is definitely worth having in your arsenal. And like my man Frag Boy Stewie says, this is definitely backup bottle worthy. So Acqua di Gio Profumo coming in at the number 11 spot. Number 10 spot comes from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. I've never dealt with the original before, but I found a good deal. I found a decent deal on one of the flankers of it. It is none other than Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Eau Intense. What you get is the DNA of the original Light Blue mixed with a marigold note, which gives it more of a gummy bear vibe. But don't think that this fragrance is really that useful or anything. Still, a mature person can wear this, or actually anybody. It's another fragrance that people of any age can wear. So Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue coming in at number 10 spot. Number 9 spot comes from the House of Nautica. As I mentioned before, this is the Zach Wierenski Columbus Blue Jackets of the fragrance game, where a person can wear this fragrance and don't really have to say much. I'm talking about the original OG Nautica Blue. A nice, clean, fresh out of the shower smell that doesn't smell citrusy. And I like these kind of scents because I'm not the biggest fan of citrus, especially since you can find it in almost anything, especially cleaning products. But definitely a fragrance that is a must-have, especially at the price for around $14 to $17. Nautica Blue coming in at the number 9 spot. Number 8 spot fragrance comes from the house of, yes, Donald Trump. It's a fragrance that's so elegant, so classy, but yet undeniably pleasant and very long lasting as well. I'm talking about Donald Trump's Success. You get as a nice, clean, a few hints of citrus, but some tonka bean and patchouli to smooth the citrus out. Like I said, very pleasant and worth having in your arsenal. Donald Trump's Success. My number 7 fragrance comes from the house of Lacoste. It's one of the flankers of the original. It's a more fun, flirty, and playful type of a scent. I'm referring to Lacoste Red, or in other words, Lacoste Style and Play. A real clean, fresh type of a scent with some fruity nuances. Very great scent to have, especially for day-to-day casual outings. A definitely must pick up. Performance is about average, but not the worst, or I should say not as bad as the Gucci by Gucci, but definitely give this one a shot. Lacoste Red coming in at the number 7 spot. Number 6 spot comes from the house of Calvin Klein. It is a simple fragrance. It is a fragrance that is an interpretation of Ralph Lauren's Polo Blue, but sometimes simple can be a good thing. It is a simple fragrance done well. I'm referring to Calvin Klein's Eternity Aqua. It's a real clean scent that is very pleasant and definitely a must-have in your fragrance arsenal. So definitely give this one a shot at your earliest convenience. Eternity Aqua coming in at number 6. Number 5 spot comes from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. It's a fragrance that was recommended by my man Chad of A Gentleman's Journey, and wanted to thank him greatly for recommending this scent to me. I'm referring to Salvatore Ferragamo's Aqua Essenziale Blue. What you get is a clean scent with lavender, but what's good is that the lavender is present yet not easily noticeable. I know with a lot of fragrances like Lavender Extreme, the lavender can be just so pungent and in your face to where it's very unpleasant, but this one is a pleasant scent nonetheless. Definitely recommend it and give this one a shot, especially if you're one of those people who is the everyday guy and you only want a few fragrances in your arsenal and not a whole plethora of them. So Aqua Essenziale Blue coming in at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is a fragrance from the house of Hugo Boss. It's a fragrance that has highly been overlooked by the majority of the community, and I would say it's a younger more playful take on Bleu de Chanel. I'm talking about Hugo Boss's Dark Blue. What you get with this is you get the DNA of many Hugo Boss fragrances, such as Hugo Boss's Orange Man, along with some Bleu de Chanel nuances as well. Definitely great scent, definitely great for school, especially if you're a teenager, and definitely if you're a person that's a bit more laid back and chilled as well. So Hugo Boss Dark Blue coming in at the number 4 spot. My number 3 fragrance comes from the house of Bvlgari. It is a fragrance that has been highly hyped and mentioned in the fragrance community. It's been recommended by Triple Ink, my man Dallas of Chaos Fragrances, and also my man Dynamite Kid 100. I'm talking about the fragrance Bvlgari's Aqua Atlantiqve. What you get is a clean yet laid back type of ambroxan type of smell, but nothing harsh or overly aggressive like Dior Sauvage can be at some times. But definitely, like I said, this is more laid back, and I prefer this over Dior Sauvage. So definitely give this one a shot if you can. Bvlgari's Aqua Atlantiqve coming in at number 3. My number 2 fragrance comes from the house of Chanel. It's a fragrance you've probably seen at the mall a gazillion times. I don't think this needs any introduction. Platinum Egoiste. What you get with this is a clean, fresh, yet fizzy citrus with some green nuances, and what you get is a more elegant, more upscale, more grown-up version of the original Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce. But definitely I prefer this over Fierce, especially where I'm at in life at age 32. Definitely recommended. Go buy this Platinum Egoiste. It is just so good. Coming in at number 2. And my number 1 fragrance for the summer comes from the house of Issey Miyake. It's a fragrance that doesn't get many compliments, but I love the smell of it that much anyway, and it's a fragrance that I personally enjoy for myself. I'm referring to L'Eau d'Issey pour Homme Sport. What can I say about this scent? This scent is just great. Longevity is not so good, but you can always reapply and bring a decant with you if time permits you to. But definitely a favorite of mine and a signature scent of mine. So that's it, guys. Those are my top 12 fragrances for the summer. Let me know what you think of these fragrances down in the comments section below. Do you like them, love them, hate them? Are you willing to try in these fragrances? Have you bought any of them? Do you like any of them? Let me know in the comments section below, and we can get a conversation started. Also, if there's anybody who knows where I can find the vintage formula of Gucci by Gucci at a reasonable price, please let me know down in the comments section below. I appreciate your time. Thanks so much. I'm Xavier Professor X. I do apologize for this video being long. So take care, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.